would Jamal Murray have been suspended if he connected with the referee when he threw the heat pack on the court?
I don't know.
If a member of either team with the heat pack on the court had stepped on it and turned an ankle, would that have?
I think that would have done it. Like if someone had gotten hurt, you can't go. Someone could have.
So if that's the case, then just throwing it on the court, or in the direction of the court, or in the direction of an official, should be enough to suspend him. And I understand the league does not want to suspend a player in the playoffs. You really have to commit some sort of a violation in order to be sat for the playoffs, in the playoffs. You know, being down 0-2 should not matter, in my estimation. If they're up 2-0, would they have suspended him? I mean, these are the questions as a fan that one has. Because, again, Jamal Murray lost his mind. Yeah. He must have just snapped.
Yeah, he was
clearly
fed up with.
Obviously,
because saw the way Malone acted.
He doesn't strike me as a guy who's just like, you know, going to throw stuff on the court.
He's Canadian.
Canadians are nice.
Canadians are nice people. We know this.
I've never seen Jamal
Stacey Dales.
Exactly.
You know,
Every Canadian I've ever met.
Moranis.
Right. I've never met a difficult Canadian.
Very friendly. Ryan Reynolds. Everyone's friendly.
You know, Edge, Christian. Well, Christian maybe not, but Edge for sure.
I honestly don't.
He's very nice.
It seemed like
Bob and Doug McKenzie.
Fed up with the officiating, also fed up with Minnesota's defense, man. It got him struggling bad.
Yeah, that played a part, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, Chris, he threw the towel, which is bad, and then he followed it up. That's why I thought a suspension could happen, because he chucked two things at him.
Like the Key and Peele skit, man.
But don't go third pump. I don't get. I mean, Chris Finch is right. He called it dangerous and inexcusable.
Yeah.
And because it is. And even the crew chief, Mark Davis, said he didn't notice the toss at the time, and it could have been reviewed under the hostile act trigger. How about that? But it would just been subject to a technical foul, not an ejection. Quote, for an ejection, you would have to determine it was thrown directly at somebody versus thrown in frustration. What the hell does that mean?
Well, he had to chuck it over a group of people that were sitting in front of the bench.
I mean, that was a long toss.
You know, I'm not normally the guy who calls for someone to get suspended or fined, but they got very lucky. Malone not getting the tee, Murray not getting tossed.
That one I get, though. That one I completely...
Yeah, but you knock up to an official like that, like they both got into a fighting stance, like they were ready to
But
go.
that one I can understand, where you're just like, you know what, I'm going to show... I want restraint out of officials and umpires.
No doubt.
I want it. Like, and again, Aaron Judge got ejected from his first game ever the other day. And
bad.
And he said something. I mean, you could see he barked out something and then turned and said something as he was walking away and got ejected there. Yeah. And umpires in Major League Baseball have been way too sensitive over the last couple of years. But things get said, and you know, Aaron Boone got ejected this year for something a fan above him said.
Right. That's true.
And
got a tee for glancing at somebody.
And these are difficult gigs.
Yeah, that ante was
these are difficult gigs with replay and 4K and fans showing up, you know, to the stadium, hitting their apps, gambling in the stands, putting money on every pitch, every basket, every possession.
No doubt.
So I think intensity is ratcheting up on that front. Intensity is ratcheting up with Twitter accounts that are created just to see how bad the officiating has been or how inefficient it has been. So when an official shows restraint, I don't have an issue. I kind of give him a kudos on it. But somebody did not restrain himself from throwing an object on the court. And why do you think he's throwing it? Out of frustration at what? At the officiating. And who did he throw it in the direction of? At an official. How is this guy not suspended for it? Maybe you do look at his entire career and what he is and who he stands for and just show restraint in that regard.
Some people do get the benefit of the doubt.
I think it's because the Nuggets are down 0-2.
Oh, so
and it's the playoffs,
come
man.
From up top? Is that what you're saying?
No, I think they're sitting there going, if we suspend him right now, the defending champs could go down 3-0. And they showed some restraint on that regard.
Yeah.
And that this would affect the status of the series, which is another reason to suspend him. It's just like it shouldn't matter. It shouldn't matter where it is. It shouldn't matter what's. I mean, the officials had a player thrown an object on the court. Never heard of such a thing.
That's tough.
So I just got to question that one.
100,000 is a lot, though,
dude. I'm sure it is, and I know it is.
In
Clear
the
it
big
is.
scheme of things for him, though, not really.
Player definitely doesn't want to scratch out $100,000 or have it out of his paycheck, I'd imagine. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.